welcome if you are new here, or welcome back if you have been here before. I am Freya, this is Budgie Budgets, and today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we cash stuff. I'm not sure if everything looks the same as it normally does or not. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that we had a bit of excitement, terror, I don't really know what you want to call it, this week because our next door neighbour's house burnt down in just the most spectacular way. I think I am still in a little bit of shock, maybe. My voice is a little bit funny, just smoke inhalation. So yesterday we were just going about our day. Hubby and I had just had lunch. The dogs had just been outside, and then suddenly they were in hubby's office, which faces the neighbour's house, and crying at him. And he was like, "What's wrong with you? Like, you've just been outside," because normally they sook if they want to go out. And then as hubby's turned back towards his desk, he's seen flames coming over our fence. So he obviously called 000 to get the fireys here straight away and yelled out to me. And I mean, guys, this is like, there are a lot of downsides to being a neurospicy person, but being in an emergency situation as a neurospicy person, that hyper focus is just kind of, all emotions get swept to the side, and it is just, this is what I need to do right now, which is, pretty helpful. But also ADHD does not lend itself to not putting one at risk in that sort of situation. So I grabbed my keys because I knew I would need my car to get the kids, and it was our driveway's right up against that fence that was on fire. So I jumped in the car. I parked at the first place I could, which was probably just short of 100 meters up the road, and then I ran for all of the... It is amazing what adrenaline can do to the body when, because I had been feeling pretty miserable all day, but I ran, you guys, and I don't know how I got back to the house as fast as I did, but I did. And hubby and I grabbed a dog each and ran them and threw them into the car, wound down the windows a tiny bit, and then ran back to the house. We had the garden hose out, just trying to save our house until the fire brigade got there. We have a whole fence and hedge on our boundary with them, and the whole fence was alight, the whole hedge was alight, and there's about a meter between our house, like our actual house, and that hedge. So we were just trying to put out as much of the fire that was in the hedge as we could. We've both woken up with mildly burnt faces, and just feels like got a bit of sunburn. We're looking very rosy cheeked. But look, we managed to hold it off enough until the fire brigade got there. Thankfully, the older, more experienced fire brigade person kind of looked at the house, went next door and went, it's already too late to save that house. They established that there was no one inside, and then they focused their efforts on keeping our house safe because of obviously how close they were. But honestly, you guys, I've just never seen anything like it. The speed with which the whole house was engulfed, the heat coming off of it, all of the windows exploded. The air conditioning unit exploded. There was like a massive fireball above my husband's head. Like, our neighbours we live across the road from massive apartment buildings, and they were all filing out into the street, and they were all screaming at us to get away from it while we were trying to hose it down. It was quite dramatic. It was quite something. But we're all good. Hubby and I both bit of smoke inhalation, but we're fine. Thank God the kids were at school. I'm so, I'm very, very grateful that they weren't home. It would have been nightmare fuel for them for years had they have seen it. Like, it's enough that they've seen the aftermath. It was all very dramatic and scary. But I guess can't quite get over how lucky we are. And it did get to the point, like when the fireys got here and they had started getting the fence under control, we still weren't sure. They weren't sure if they were going to be able to save our house. So my poor binders, literally I just got a massive bag and just swept them all into it, because I was like, hubby's like, what do we have to get out? I'm like, my binders, because that's all cash. And you know, I grabbed any like jewelry of my mum's and all of my kids' special little toys. That's about all I could think of to grab, because like all of our photos are in the cloud at least, so that was good. But yeah, it was an experience and a half, you guys. It really was. But yeah, we're all good. I've just been cleaning my office this morning, because there's just a fine layer of like soot on a lot of things in our house, because obviously, yeah, it was just black smoke. It was absolutely crazy. I really feel for them. I know, like I don't think anything from their house would be salvageable. Like everything was, it's completely, you can just see straight through the house. It's just a shell now. So yeah, but apparently it was an electrical fire. So I think some, like an appliance they had or something must have shorted out. And that's what started it. So 150, 170, we're popping $20 into water. It's just so lucky no one was home. There's about 10 people who live there. It's a multi-generational home. And often, you know, someone's home. And it is just so lucky that at that time yesterday, no one happened to be there. So thank goodness for that. Because yeah, they wouldn't have stood much of a chance. So 200, 300, 350, 400, 440 in electricity. Now we just added $40 into that. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm probably going to be a massive scatterbrain, but I just wanted to get this done because it needs to be done, obviously. And yeah, although a part of me is like, oh my goodness, should we have this much cash in the house now? Like just watching how quickly $50 into gas. Yeah, just watching how quickly their house just literally turned to ash was, yeah, was something, it was like something out of the movies. Like I hope that is the closest I ever come to experiencing that. I hope I never experience anything like that again, because it was, yeah, something else. So 120, 40, 60, 80, 90 in phones now. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys are all having a much better week than that. I don't actually know. I think I have the right change. I think I managed to, I had to do some bill condensing through my binders. 20, 30, 35, just to have enough cash, because yeah, I just went to the ATM, and obviously the ATM is not very friendly with what it hands out in terms of variety. $5 going into security. So 110, 120 in there now. And I think that's all for in here. Yep. Okay, and then car binder. I don't feel like I normally do the car binder next. I think I've like mixed these all up. Anyway, never mind. Oh no, I must, because it's on my list next. So just a little bit discombobulated after all that excitement. So car is just getting 20. I'm giving it a little bit less. I don't think it actually needs, yeah, I think I already said this in a different video, but I think 30 a week is going to be, it should be, it better be way too much by the end of the year. So 200, 220, 240, 250, 260. So I am going to lower that a little bit. I think I'll just drop it to 25 a week. But this week it's just getting 20. Sorry guys, I'm the itchiest nose. And registration's just getting 10, because again, we're well in front for that. Although I do have to pay that this week, I think. So 250 in there, 220, 270, 280, 290, and I only need 230 for the next 3 months. Service is getting 10 as well. I just had some other things, like I had to put that $100 towards school expenses, so I had to reduce what I'm adding into some of these. So 210, 220, 225 in car service now. And tyres is getting a 5. So we've got 50, 60, 70, 75, and 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's good. Okay, and then license is getting 5, and then that is fully funded. So that's awesome. So it now has 200, 220, 230, 235. And that will cover hubby's 10-year license, which is due in a couple of weeks. Whoops. And then I'll clean that and start again, or we can start a bit more slowly for my boat license renewal, which is, I think, December next year. So that's everything for in now. In our, whoops, marker, in our life binder, we are just putting $10 into gifts, because we did have to use that the other day. I don't think we have anything coming up anytime soon, but just in case. So 2035 in there now. And that's all in that one. And then in here we've got doctors is getting 10. I do think as part of my little budget revamp, I'm not going to have a specialist one. I'm just going to call it, it's just all doctors. Any doctors are covered by this one. Just to try and, yeah, reduce down a little bit how many, that one's getting skipped, how many categories I'm adding to all the time. I feel like those $5 notes are like upside down. There we go. Okay, ambulance just getting its regular 5. Oops. Missed his little siren. 2045 in there. And then dental's getting 10. Awesome. Got a big rest of the week too. My little youngest, so 200, 220, 230 in dental. My youngest has her school colour on tomorrow, which is always fun. I had to go grab her a white shirt this morning. And then school expenses is just getting a 10. That's all for this one. Poor school expenses. Needs a bit of love. Yeah, and then Halloween is on Thursday. So I don't think we'll do much. Pets binder is getting skipped completely. I've got nothing to put in there. And family fun is getting 20. Yeah, I think we'll just go. There's a street not far from hubby's work that where kind of all of the houses go a bit all out. It's almost like Christmas decorations, but Halloween instead. 20, 40, 60, and 80 in there. So I think we'll probably just go there. And I think all of the kids are going to wear costumes that they already have. So I'm kind of hoping that I think it's only $35 I've got sitting in Halloween. But I'm thinking that money can just be pushed into Christmas instead, where it's going to be more useful, because if we're not going to be here, we probably won't put out lollies and things anyway. So kids' birthdays are getting 10 each this week. So we need yellow. Oh my goodness. You can tell my brain is not functioning. Pink rather, and green. I did not sleep well last night. Just, yeah, as you can imagine. 200, 210, and 220. Just kind of reliving over and over again what happened. Yeah. Okay, 10 going in this one too. And what does she need? A green and a blue. Okay, so that's got 100, 110, 120, 125. and 10 into this one as well. So that is purple. Pink. Excellent. And he now has 20, 40, 55 in there. And that, I think, is everything for today. So it was just a quick little stuffing. I think what we should have left is $50 for the Christmas binder, and then hopefully $60 for savings games. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 5. What have I missed? I am not sure. Mine is supposed to be going to medication, so that's okay. I'll double check and make sure that it has a home. Otherwise, we'll have an extra $5 for savings challenges. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining today. Sorry I am a little bit flat, but yeah, just very, very tired after yesterday's big adventures. But I will see you guys on Friday for savings games. I hope that you are having a much better week than I am. And I hope you have a wonderful, oh my goodness, wonderful rest of the week. I think I'm going to go with a coffee and then I might tackle savings challenges. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.